Hi, I'm Karen Quinn, the testing mom. If you have a very young child who's taking the WPPSI-4, your child's working memory will be assessed in a subtest called Zoo Locations. Zoo Locations works like a really fun memory game. A child is shown anywhere between 2 and 6 locations where animals would be kept in a zoo. The psychologist puts, let's say, a tiger card in one spot and then takes it away. The child is asked to put the tiger card back where it was before. Then the psychologist might put a tiger card and an elephant card in 2 zoo locations. She takes them away, and she sees if your child can put the animal cards back where they were before. The subtest gets harder and harder as the child moves along, with more locations and more animals added to each question. At testingmom.com, we have a number of downloadable activities that prepare a child to take the zoo location subtest on the WPPSI-4. These are all visual working memory games that help kids build the same visual working memory abilities they need to do well on the WPPSI-4 and in school. Even if your child isn't taking the WPPSI-4, visual working memory skills are critical activities for school success. So I encourage you to play these games with your child to build these important skills. Let me demonstrate some of the games that are on testingmom.com. The first is called Space Baby Big Bang. Now, I'll show you what you get. You get printable cards on our website, and you just print them out. And you can see these are the spaceships that you would print out. And then you would also get a printout of all these little space aliens that can be put into the spaceship. What you do is you print them out and you use a glue stick and you glue these pictures to cardboard and then you cut them out. And what that gives you is just like a little game card that looks like this, or you'll have another one that looks like this for when it gets harder, and you can have one that's even harder that looks like this. And then you've printed out all these little tiny space alien cards as well. And what you'll do with your child is you'll maybe pick out 3 space aliens and put the rest of them aside. And you'll show them the card with the spaceships, and you'll put a space alien in one of the ships like so, and you show your child and you say, do you see where the space baby is? And your child looks at it and remembers. Then you take it away and you mix it with the 3 other space aliens. And then let your child pick out the correct space alien that he just saw in a spaceship and see if he can put it into the same spaceship. It goes right here. And when your child is really good at doing that, then what you do is you pick 2 space babies out of that group, 1, 2, and you put them on the spaceship, and you ask your child to remember, this is obviously done on a flat surface, but you ask your child to remember where each space baby was, then you take them away and have your child put them back on the card where they were before. So this is obviously a memory game, and the way you make it harder is you can show your child a card that has more spaceships, and so there are more possible locations that the space aliens go in, or you get more space aliens to play with, and they have to remember which space aliens you used and where you placed them. So it's really good at building those visual spatial working memory skills. Now, on our site, we have many other games, not just the Space Baby game, but there's another game that has cupcakes. These are all these cute little cupcakes, and there's different place settings. So the child has to put one cupcake into one particular place setting. Again, you take it away and see if they can remember which cupcake you put where. And of course, the settings can get harder, and they can even get harder. So this game can go on and get harder and harder as your child's working memory skills get better and better. And then the other ones we have at the site, there's a flower working memory puzzle game that's very similar, and what they do is they put the little cards with the flowers in front of the right vase, and as your child gets better and better at this one, there are more vases for them to work with, and even 6 vases for them to work with. And finally, here's another one that they can work with, and this is a bookshelf game. So a child sees a bookshelf that has 3 spaces, and you would download the pictures and print them out, put them on a piece of cardboard, cut them out, and you would put a toy in one of these 3 places, take it away, and then see if your child could remember where to put it back. So all of these games that we have at testingmom.com all work to help build your child's visual, spatial, memory skills. And so this is something that if you do this with your child and really build up their skill of watching where things go, remembering where they are, and then putting them back, if your child can play these games and play them pretty well, then if they're going to take the WPPSI-4, they'll be in fantastic shape. Even though the game on the WPPSI-4, the Zoo Locations game, is different, you have worked with them to build the underlying skill they need to do well on that test, and they should do fine.